We are getting ready to take off to Southeast Washington. We drew quality muzzleloader whitetail tags, so we're gonna spend a week or so out there, see if we can't film. Stay tuned. First legal buck of the trip. We're just doing a little preseason scouting. Nothing we wanted to chase, but fork and horn with eye guards. Still cool to see. Duck call, there it is.
When you want to change from hunting deer to hunting ducks.
We did see some geese. Nailed it.
And then we hit them with the...
Good morning. As Casey so elegantly put it last night, it is the morning of our last opening day for the 2020 season. We are working on our quality late season whitetail muzzleloader tag here in Eastern Washington. We're making into some good food to hunt right now. See a couple deer on the way up, and we've glassed up a couple in the ag fields, so we're just kind of cruising some of this brushy stuff right now. We're going to set up the spotters and see if we can put antlers on anything. How you feel, Casey?
Feeling pretty good. Like Cody said, last opening day we can enjoy the gear, so I'm gonna kind of soak it up, make the most of it, and enjoy this quality tag drawing. We've been wanting to chase whitetails for a while now, and it's finally happening. So yeah.
We'll get some glass on these deer and give us a few minutes and we'll show you what we're finding.
Kind of keep an eye if we can on the edge of this field right here, because those does keep looking back there up. It could be a buck that was pushing them, but at least we got in here and we've seen now what, 5 deer?
Yeah, 5 or 6.
One little buck here. He's actually coming closer to us.
We'll see if we can get some digi for you.
Yeah. I lost that one. Well, we glassed one area this morning. Turned up a couple smaller bucks, some does, nothing too great, and changing spots here, kind of doing a loop just to see what's going on up higher. Stopped the glass for a minute and we turned up a good buck on the other side of this. It'd take us a while, long time to get over there, so gonna kind of mental note it for right now, but nice whitetail buck.
Alright guys, it's about noon. We have been in and out of deer pretty much all day. It's just really early pre-rut, so we got a lot of bucks. A lot of small bucks that are chasing does. We've made the moves on a couple thinking that they were bigger, and it's just nothing we quite want to take.
He's an 8-point at least.
Yeah, so we just spotted anotder buck. He's a pretty decent 8-pointer at least. We're getting some digi of him here in a minute. He's on private, but we do have permission to hunt on this, so we're gonna watch, kind of see what he does, where he goes. He's definitely a buck we'd shoot, but being with the muzzleloaders, we gotta be a little more strategic about our moves and where we go and how we go. So we're gonna observe and we'll keep you guys updated. Buck gave us a slip. but we found 14 more deer. Numerous bucks. They're too far out to kind of figure out what they are, but they're pushing pretty hard. We're looking at another group that are for sure on Feel Free to Hunt land, but we can't put any antlers on anything. The group that did have the bucks are, show you. They are way over by those towers. We're trying really hard to map exactly where it is. Casey thinks he found it, and it looks like private, but we're probably gonna head back down towards the truck, do some more driving, some more glassing, do some more mapping, just kind of trying to figure life out. It's like everywhere we look, we're finding something else to chase. Kind of feel like bird dogs out here chasing pheasants.
Yeah, just waiting for the right one though.
But we've seen at least 2 confirmed shooters today, so.
Just had an opportunity on a smaller buck. We were just cruising down the road. Cody spotted him, brought out, and we're gonna try to catch up. Hey guys, so I had rode the struggle bus for a minute. Cody and I made a game plan to cross over here. He's on his way over here, and my buck's down right over here. A little recap. Day one is actually the second morning. We got in a little late last night and just kind of got after getting ready for today, but had a good first day yesterday. We ended up seeing, we don't even know how many deer, but at least 5 or 6 legal bucks, 2 good bucks. We went after one, but he was running looking for does so hard he left the area we could hunt, and then we got some digi of another great buck that was just too far to even get to, and we kind of went in and did some recon how to get to him, but no deer harvested yesterday. Cody came close, but ended up not being a buck that we wanted to shoot quite yet, but it was a fun day.
Doing a little road scouting this morning. We ended up doing quite a bit of that yesterday, and this area we're hunting is just super broken with private and public, and private with public access. So we're just, Casey came over like 3 times, I've been over a few times, and we're just trying to take a good survey of what we have. We're actually just driving down this road. We're about 20 minutes before shooting light, and there's a pretty decent buck just kind of up into the timber that we spotted. So we just kind of backed off, parked the truck. We're going to wait till legal light, get some good glass on him, see if maybe it's a deer we potentially want to go after. It's not our typical style to shoot him off the road, but we're also not going to pass down a shooter buck that is in legal land. He's only a couple hundred yards off the road, so we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching. Well, they took off kind of like we were expecting. It ended up being like probably 110, 120s framed a buck, so we decided just to kind of wander up the road and see what we could find. We were, you know, pretty certain they would take off, but we had to try. We're gonna keep up with the original plan and try to go back up towards the national forest and see if we can find some more bucks to chase. I just want to take a minute and introduce everybody to Cascades Crest's newest member.
We got Sheba here.
We got Sheba. She
Local Yoko. Kicking it.
we picked her up on the road here, and she's been following us ever since. So she did some glassing with us. She may or may not have spotted the deer we were looking for. But yeah, we're not going to give her credit yet. So we're going to hike out yonder and hope she doesn't follow us, but we kind of have a feeling she will. We found the number and on their caller in case he gave the owners a call. They didn't answer, but we left a message. We're thinking she's probably just a farm dog, but we're hoping she's not lost.
Bigger buck come out?
Yeah. It's when
Oh,
he
cool.
moves, you can see, but it's
Yeah.
so crazy. Well,
It's just the lighting over there right now too.
yeah. No, he's really. I've got a little bit better footage of him moving, and you can actually, you know, kind of make out what he is. Oh, there he is, kind of turning. Oh yeah, thanks, Pop.
Watch out, Sheba. Sheba, come here.
Yeah, we for the folks watching the video, we've adopted a stray pup here, German Shepherd named Sheba, running up and down the road here on the farm field. So she's hanging out with us for now. But we relocated this buck from this morning, just kind of watching, seeing what he's gonna do. We're on Feel Free to Hunt right now. He's really dangerously close to that line, so I think we're just gonna watch him. Maybe get a little bit further in here. We'll make a plan here in a minute. It doesn't look like he's on public, but he's not very far, and he's a really nice 8-pointer. Either of us would be really happy with a buck like that with this tag that we have. Definitely a different day today. A little bit slower. I mean, we've still been seeing some deer, but nothing like we were seeing yesterday. We're gonna switch up our tactics a little bit. Casey just dropped me off. He's gonna go down to the bottom of this drainage. It kind of jets into the big one there, and then I'm gonna work my way into it and head down the hill to him. Got a good wind, and we're just gonna see if we can do an old-fashioned deer drive and see if we can get something stirred up. All the other bucks have seemed to kind of bedded today. A little too much chasing yesterday maybe, so we're gonna see if we can force them up and see what we can find. What do you see?
I seen a huge buck.
Did you?
He was up here like 3 seconds ago.
Oh, I thought you were pointing at the coyote.
No, there is a coyote right there though.
So I did some rattling up there. Was he coming down?
No, I just stopped here and I'm like, well, this is pretty close to where we'll meet up. And I started looking around and I'm like, I want a glass up there, dude. And like, you see where it's open on the hillside?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a bush and then there's a tiny strip of open hillside. I just looked up there, dude. I could see he's a 3-point from that far, at least.
Where was he going?
Into that really thick brush to the right. And I don't think we'll see him again. I was about to get the spotter out and set it up, but...
Did he see us, or was
no,
he just chilling?
He's just cruising up there.
Do you think that coyote's gonna bump him?
I don't know which way is the coyote going.
To the right.
Oh, I was hoping we were gonna maybe get to shoot him. I thought it was gonna turn into a coyote hunt.
We can turn it into a coyote hunt.
He didn't like my little the thing I just did.
I wish I had that bleat thing.
Yeah,
We could probably slock him.
but dude, that buck that was up there was big, dude.
Nice.
I mean, if you can glass him and see horns on him, and
Yeah, these things are so hard to see horns on. Well, I pushed 3 deer. 2 deer.
Did you get a look at him?
And I seen one over here. I guess it could have now. So it was over on that hillside, right?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of water in the bottom of this drainage.
Mm-hmm.
That one. And so I was skirting it, trying to get up higher so I could push more of this. and I see a deer come off the hill over there. I didn't push him, but he came over, and I was glassing him, and he was in that yellow grass, and like you could tell he's a buck, but I couldn't, I just figured he was small, but like, just all over doing circles, chasing his tail, like running. So then I'm like, okay, so I let him get out of sight into the alders, or whatever this crap is. And then I got my calls out, and I dove off the hill. And I pushed 2 deer out of the bottom of this drainage, and they went just straight into this. So I sat down, watched for like 5 minutes, and they never came out.
I did. I'm just stoked I seen that buck up there.
Do you want to hike up there and see if we can
We can only
relocate
go
him?
so far. I'd like to hike up into the field here, and because he was going this way,
Okay.
that I think if I remember right, that hillside opens up.
Alright guys, we got up to the top of the ridge like we were last talking, and we've been just kind of hanging out, glassing deer. We've got a few good bucks. We can put in some digi right now. One's on private. We've been watching him for quite a while. He's only got 1 antler, and his G2's broken off. But Casey just spotted another deer probably 1,800 yards away, 2,000, but he's coming hard right to us, so Casey's gonna try and intercept him. I've got digi, I can plug that in for you. He just kind of dipped out of sight, so I'm gonna try to relocate so we have a better shot of watching him as Casey makes his move. Try to figure out where he goes, what he's doing, and maybe try to film Casey shooting him through the digi. So we'll see what happens, but we are making a stalk. I'm trying to get all packed up so I can go try to relocate that buck that Casey's chasing. But I got 3 does that are just sprinting at me right now. I don't know if you'll be able to see them in there or not. A little bit. Yeah. They're only like 200 yards away. I don't know what the heck they're doing, but they're gonna literally run on top of us here. Let's see if we can get them on film. I can just see one's head, maybe 100 yards away from us. Just gonna keep backing up and see if they just kind of skirt around us. I don't really want to spook them because they kind of look like one of them might have been hot. So if there's a buck that's gonna chase her, and obviously I'd rather don't come right by us, so that leaves a hot trail for any bucks later. But I gotta get eyes on this buck for Casey, so we're gonna get this scoop and try not to disturb him too much. You guys, I don't know what just happened. I was trying to relocate it, but Casey just shot. He's right there. I don't see anything. Casey's not moving, the deer's not moving. I don't know where the deer is. I am not 100% sure what's going on. I'm gonna try to set up the binos here. Try to figure it out. Trying to reload while he's laying down. We'll get some digi in a minute. I'm just trying to figure out where this deer is. We're recording on Casey. I'm gonna see if I can find the deer. He's looking back at us, but he ain't giving us a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Yeah, it is just so thick over there. Man, I hope he got that buck, guys. That's a really nice deer. That was a perfect whitetail for what he's been after. just found that buck.
This is probably something you guys are getting way too used to seeing here, my walk of shame. But everything played out like it was supposed to. But I stupidly left my pack with my reloads and missed, shooting prone, poorly set up on a sloped hill in the tall grass like this. He just stood there broadside. And I actually had a chance to run back about 150 yards to my pack, grab my reloads, reload, go back, hike back up. He was still in there, and I got another shot at him. Another swing and a miss. But
I think he's probably bedded down here, honestly, man.
should we go rattle his cage?
Alright, guys.
That's that forerunner, isn't it?
We're gonna dive down here in a minute, and if we get back on him, we will most certainly let you guys know. Like we said, we were gonna drop down, see if we could stir up that buck again. We both started to drop down. We heard some brush crashing, and we thought it was kind of odd. So I decided, and we talked about it, I was gonna stay up high, get over here. Casey was gonna drop down, get on the other side, and then I was gonna drop down too. I seen him, but as Casey was dropping, he pushed that buck and it dove up out of that bottom again. And I was able to get a hold of him and tell him where they were heading, and he was already heading in that direction, but it's kind of paralleling him right now that buck's onto him. He's trying to close that gap. Gonna shoot, I think. Casey's moving again, working his way up on this deer. Trying to get a slug at him. He's a really nice buck. Hope he stopped. Casey hit him. I'll go down. Bleeding. across. He was most certainly bleeding though. Well, boys and girls, I think we might be packing meat. I'm not entirely sure. I'm sure that deer's dead. Just gonna be a matter of finding him. I'll have to watch that footage again and see exactly what happened, but honestly, it looked like he made a good shot. It looked like it was right behind the shoulder. Alright, I'm gonna try to touch base with Casey. He got him off and was able to get a freehand shot, and my phone, I got it all on the Digi, as you guys will see or have seen. I'm not sure when it'll make it into the edit, but he definitely hit him, which is good. It looks like it may have been just a touch back, so like back of the lungs, front of the liver type area. I could see blood on the buck as he was running. He went maybe 100, 150 yards and then went into a clump of trees that I can't see behind. I never did see him come out, so that's optimistic. Sorry, thought he was hollering. It looks like he's cruising now, so I'm not sure what he sees that I don't, but I'm just gonna keep working my way. He was running, now he's walking, but we are rapidly losing light, guys, so I'm gonna cram over there and just see where and how I can help him. But he's I don't know if he's running on the blood trail or running because he sees the deer moving, but he is definitely hustling. So ladies and gents, I think we have a dead deer.
I thought I hit him, but I'm like, did I hit him marginally? Because like I said, I could see a bunch of hot air leave him.
It looks like it's like
back lung. Yep.
Back lung liver.
Yep, that's what it is. I hope he's still where I left him, but he looked.
Freehand.
Dude, and I didn't even range it. Probably 70, 80 yards. And I'm like, he's kind of skylined, but.
It was the wildest thing watching. So I'm watching you in my binos. The deer's in the phone scope. And I see you pull up. So I go to the scope. And I see this ripple in him. And then he just takes off.
And then you probably hear the boom.
Yeah. But there's seriously like a 2 or 3 second delay.
Wow.
And I'm like, oh, I think he hit me.
Dude, that worked out good. He had that doe with him, because I don't think if he had that doe, he would have been like,
he didn't want to leave her.
I'm gonna get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, and then I watched him dead run and start slowing, staggering.
Feeling great, man. I mean, really, this has been a long time coming. This is the last hunt of the season, and
how long have we been talking about coming and shooting a whitetail?
at least the last 3 years. And last year we were gonna try to do it, and this year, man, we just lucked out, luck of the draw, and we were able to score this draw tag and get over here outside of a general season. And I mean, really, aside from being on the road going spot to spot, we haven't ran into any other hunters whatsoever. So no, it's been a great hunt so far. Excited that it's day 2 and we got a lot of days ahead of us to find some other great bucks to shoot.
How you feeling, Casey?
Feeling pretty good. Packing out my last deer of the season. It's a good one. The shadow looks pretty rad over there. And just happy, excited to be here. It's only day 2 and Cody's got the only other tags, so we're gonna spend some time and hopefully turn him up a great buck. But yeah, just happy to be here. Happy to get my first whitetail and my first year in the state of Washington. So yeah, this is, like Cody says, this has been a long time coming, and this is something we've been looking forward to, and here we are packing out on the second night. So